New Year's Day, sun's out, got some clouds, heavy clouds up there, and hope you guys enjoy this drive. Here we're in the city of Southgate, California, heading towards Cudahy. It's a small little town, not very big. I just finished paying a monthly bill, and I just want to drive around, show you guys around if you're not from this area, get an idea of what little different areas look like, and maybe you have heard of Cudahy, Maywood, Huntington Park. Maybe you saw it on the news. Here's a fuel stop for big rigs. We do have those in this area. There's two of them actually. So I hope you guys have a very blessed new year. And I'm a Catholic guy. I believe in God, Jesus Christ. So I pray for everybody that has followed me and everyone who hasn't, and everyone who believes and doesn't believe. But that's all on me. But my only goal is to be a little closer to God, and a little closer to my family, my kids, as much as possible. They got so many Starbucks everywhere now. Look at this nice ass Starbucks. Super nice. Got the Cudahy Inn Motel. This has been here forever. Chris's Hamburgers. It's been there forever. These are the little areas that come out in the news, Maybe somebody could have got a shot or something. Unfortunately, that happens sometimes. It's getting better, though. I'm not going to lie. These areas, compared to the 2000s and late 90s, this is a lot better. It's a lot more cleaned up. City officials are doing a good job. Only downside I see is that a lot of these, these big corporations, Taco Bell, Pollo Loco, they're in every corner. And before, it was more like family-owned businesses making burritos, making tacos, breakfast. That's out now. It's all corporate BS. And people might say, yeah, it looks super nice out here. The buildings look nice. Everything's cleaned up. Yeah, but they don't have that soul in them. They don't have that mom getting up in the morning and coming to her restaurant and cooking some meals. For guys like me that don't have their mom in their families at an older age, we can't find a way to get that home cooked meal that's like mom style, so that's kind of crappy. But look at that nice little Ram right there. When I got the Dodge Durango, I almost went for that color. It's not exactly that color, but on the Durango, it's called Arctic Blue. Man, I really wanted to get that one, but they didn't have it. So I ended up getting the Octane Red. And you know what's funny about the Octane Red is that they call it a Snazberry Red. Or Snazberry? Yeah, Snazberry Red. Something like that. And I thought it was kind of funny because even the Dodge Charger, if you guys have a Scat Pack Dodge Charger and you see that orange flaky looking one, it's nice. It's called Cinnamon Stick. I always wondered why Dodge makes those funny names. you know. So if you guys know who comes up with this stuff in the Dodge creative department, let me know in the comments, because this one is octane red, but in this specific year, 2024 model RT Plus, it's called Snazberry Red. We're gonna go down this street here. This is called Gage Avenue, if you're not aware. Many years ago, I came to a bowling alley here in this side of town. This is the city of Bell. Ooh, look at that nice little thing right there. Little Supra. It's nice. I came to a bowling alley here when I was about 16, 15 years old with a group of dudes. And when we showed up to the bowling alley, we had no idea what to expect, and what presented itself to us was a gang that was not having our kind around, and yeah, they pretty much told us get out of here or something bad's gonna happen. And being kids, we're like, hey, say less. I remember driving a 1996 Ford Bronco at that time. I've had quite the experiences in my life. There was an upholstery place here for cars. They do nice work. Yep, this is it. Upholstery for autos and boats. They're closed today, but they do good work. I haven't been around here in years. But yeah, about to get an oil change in about another 1,200 miles or so, roughly. The percentage of oil that I let it get down to, I'll see if I can show you guys. Before I change it is, right now it's at 39%. Yeah, it's about time. We'll do it at 39%. I'll probably do that today, actually, if they're open. This place called Oil Stop in Norwalk. Super cool spot. You show up, you park your car inside, and they offer you a free beverage of your choice. No alcohol, of course. They're very professional. Oil Stop in Norwalk. I'll put their link, their map link, on my description of this video. I really recommend them. I don't really do that often, but the professionalism, they're so nice. They don't try to like upsell you things unless you need it and you know you need it. Just get it, because everyone knows the cabin filter thing. Cabin filters can last a pretty long time, but in high polluted areas like LA and, you know, surrounding areas like this city here, Bell Gardens. If you're from Bell Gardens, I was born and raised here, so shout out to anyone who's watching from Bell Gardens. And so yeah, if you need a cabin filter, just get it, or buy yourself one like aftermarket. Get it at AutoZone, K&N, I don't know, reusable one, and use it for a couple years. But don't be cheap on those things. You guys interested in seeing where I went to high school? I'll show you guys. It's just another DurangoThingz. You shouldn't expect anything too serious on the cars. And I mean, we love Mopar vehicles, right? But we also appreciate those people who have a passion for their own cars. It could be whatever. It could be a Toyota. It could be a, I don't know about Hyundai. And definitely don't know about Teslas. So, but hey, I support anyone who has a passion for their car. You guys worked hard for it. So this is where I went to school. They shut the street down. I don't know, they're doing something. They built a sidewalk. This is it though. This is the basketball gym. Tennis courts. We used to have so many. I'm a musician, right? So I play the drums, guitar. This house right here. I'll show you guys. This house right here, 5951. I shouldn't say that, but we had the craziest backyard gigs there. They have a pool that was full of dirt, and you name it. It was 2002 probably, and we were playing music like Black Flag, the Misfits, you name it. We had our own original music. If you speak Spanish, we were called the Flaming Chorizo. On my drum kit, I had a Tama Rockstar at the time, and on the front picture of the little sticker decal that I had made, it had a bolt going into a nut, and the bolt was the guy and the nut was the girl, and he was chasing her, trying to get it into the bolt, and we were called the Flaming Chorizo. Chorizo is, chorizo, everybody knows what chorizo is. I don't know how to say it in English. So, yeah, you can imagine. We were very popular in the underground world. We played in Maywood, Commerce, Downey, Southgate, all over the city, Bell Gardens. It was cool. I remember waiting for the bus right here every time after school, to avoid the other bus stops, which were down that road. I'll go down that way so you guys can see. And the reason I would avoid it was because I was a big kid. I was about 6 foot tall at that time, 9th grade. I was on the football team. I was lifting weights every other day, every day, religiously. And, little groups around the area would find that very interesting. They're like, this is a big kid. And they would constantly try to recruit me to be part of their gangs, and I was not having it. I didn't want to be a part of it. So to avoid being jumped, I would, I learned my lesson after getting in a few fights, and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna switch sides. So this is the bus stop I would wait at, and that little corner store there was where all the magic happened. But yeah, to think about, we're all kids when we don't have any real idea what we're going to become when we grow up. And I wanted to be a police officer, and I wanted to do different things, and I ended up being the owner of a nonprofit and a fitness company, and helping the community. Just never know what's gonna happen, how your life will become, how you become successful in life. We all have this idea, and we push for a dream, but life has its way of guiding you. God has a way of guiding you to the right direction, where you belong. You guys want to hear how much drone there is in the vehicle? Check it out. I think we're warmed up enough. Hope you guys can hear that. Whoa. So this used to be a 76 gas station, and we all know that what is it? Who owns it? Conoco. They left California. I guess they took that 76 with them. All right, guys. We're gonna jump on the freeway pretty soon, and then we will make sure to plug in the nonprofit organization, the charitable organization that helps the community, and I'll be out of here. So True Intent USA, you can visit trueintentusa.org. We help veterans and their families, their children, with critical items and school items, shoes, socks, clothes, you name it. We try our best to get it. And you can donate via Zelle to trueintentusa@gmail.com, and that will send your contribution directly to somebody in need. You could put memo YouTube, and I'll give you guys a shout out on the next video. I really appreciate it. Maybe in the memo you can put like your YouTube name or something, and I'll put it on a piece of paper, and I'll do an ending credits where everyone really helps out the community. It would mean a lot. You know, there's so many people in need. I wish I could do it all myself, but I'm not a millionaire or anything. I'm not Mr. Beast. I'm just a guy that does his best. And, you know, it would be cool to be able to do that. And the other part of it is insomniacfleet.org. That's a website. You can get clothing there. And those proceeds also go to the charitable organization as well. So we do all over Los Angeles, and even outside of the state, we've contributed to people's events and hired catering, everything. We are tax deductible, 501c3. If you go on the IRS website and do the search of nonprofits, you type in True Intent USA, all capital letters, True space Intent space USA, all capital. You'll find us in the system. I'm making sure that everything is legitimate. You know what I like? Side note, I like this little thing right here. This. The other Durango that I had, that I bought previously to this one, didn't have that. It was that manual one. And there's something special about having it be automatic. All right, I appreciate you guys. We hit 50 subscribers in a month's time. That's huge, and I appreciate it. I wouldn't be able to fit all of you in my car. And let's keep doing this, and I hope you guys continue to support this page. There's a lot more going on than just driving a Durango. For this Durango, we do deliveries in this Durango. We drop off critical items to the needy, and you guys have a happy new year. Take care. It's DurangoThingz. Don't forget it. Share it, like it, subscribe. You guys are the special ones. I'm not doing anything crazy. Couldn't be done without you guys. Peace.